Heyo, it's Meadow, and today I'm going to be going through my old fan account. I started this fan account back in 2015. It was a Smosh fan account. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. And it eventually progressed into a Dan and Phil fan account. But anyway, we're going through the Smosh portion of the fan account today because I was 12, 13, 14 when that part was going on, and that is the cringy middle school years. So I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty bad. I am gonna block the username out though because I still use the account, not for fan account things. I use it to post about like buying merch and stuff like that because I don't want to bug people with that on my main account. Let's get into it, let's do it. So scrolled back to post 1. It's just a picture of Anthony and the caption standard for Meadow, even now. I just wouldn't post it like that. Okay, so from a few days later, it just says BAM. And you know, I guess self-explanatory. So next we have a meme. The captions to these, from what I remember, half of the time have nothing to do with the post, which I find hilarious. One time, my mom told me that if I didn't watch this movie with them for family time, I was in the middle of watching the Smosh 7-hour live stream and it was 8 o'clock at night and I was only 2.5 hours in. Smosh would die. And I was like, no, they won't. Then it was just quiet. And the emojis are very 2015. I remember this happening. I had my iPad mini and I was sitting on my floor over yonder. I was like watching, I was enjoying it, and at this time I was like, you spend too much time in your room. Time to have family time. And we were watching, oh my god, what is that movie called? Let me do some Googling real quick. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. That's the movie they made me come watch. But after I did get back to it, and I just stayed up really late and watched the rest of the live stream. It was pretty good. Would I sit down and watch it for 7 hours again? Absolutely I would. Okay. Like, it's Anthony, again, like, are we surprised? No, most of this account is Anthony. The caption, hello, I'm a professional. The worst part about this is that, like, my friend in middle school bought me, you know, one of those rubber band bracelets is all early high school emos wore, and it literally just said fangirl all the way around it. Let me go get it. Okay, I didn't feel like taking it off of the ring of them that I have, but here it is. And I proudly wore this. I proudly wore all of these. But anyway, before I show you this video, this is from April 9th, 2015. I was 12 years old when I posted this. And the caption says, "You cannot tell me his voice from 7th grade isn't sexy, ... with like 15 heart eye emojis. And here's the video.
Why isn't my voice gone back? Is it never gonna go back? It's never gonna go back.
No, maybe it's because I'm an adult woman now, but that is hot. Like, what, I was like genuinely, that's upsetting. I remember I sent this one in a Kik group chat and someone was like, the arrow isn't even pointing to them, you're obsessed with the floor? And the caption says, yes. Have you guys ever looked up tall lesbian? You should. Let's go Google that right now, okay? There it is. There it is. Okay, we're done with that.
When you see that your new Smosh 2016 calendar just came in the mail?
Oh my god. No words. I didn't even caption it. I just posted it like that. Just a normal photo of Ian and Anthony, and then a long ass caption. Okay, so I was, if you didn't catch that, emphasis on was, following this fan account, and like, let's try that again. Following this fan account, and like I was to God, I just got mad. Okay, so the literal username is eAnthony with an X instead of an A, and they posted a picture comparing Dan's mirror picture to Anthony's mirror picture, and quote unquote said, "I'm sorry, but holy Dan Howell looks better than," and then I put in parentheses, than, SMH, not me being a grammar goblin, "Anthony Padilla. Like, look at Dan's hips and skinny jeans, chin, belt, and hair. I rate Dan Howell is that a million? I don't feel like looking at the number of zeros. And Anthony a 1 out of 10. And then I said, like, excuse me, but you have his name in your freaking username. What the fire truck is this? Like, please change your username and don't compare them like that, seriously. Excuse me, Dan is like 10 million better than Anthony, same as Phil. Dan and Phil is better than that hoe Anthony. Oh my God, can you just shut up? I was pressed. I remember being pressed about this too. I was like, why? Why? Don't compare my man Anthony Padilla to nobody else. And I liked Dan and Phil at the time. Not as much as I like Dan and Anthony, but like still. So another Smosh post, what 5 years does to people, 2010 versus 2015, for fun. I'm gonna put a picture of 2020 Anthony in here to add another 5 years. Anyway, my dad sent me a link to a thing about how being too obsessed with a celebrity can lower your thinking skills academically, and it's about this scientist stuff. Like how much you should like a celebrity and how it shouldn't replace real life relationships. Because that's not healthy. Maybe he was right. Like thinking about it now, like maybe he was right. Like maybe I should have read it. And all this other stuff. And I'm sitting here laughing, mainly because it's scientific stuff about a fandom. There's scientific stuff about everything out there. I don't know what 13-year-old me was thinking here. I was like, they're doing research on fandoms, which, okay, like that's kind of a little like, what are you doing here? They don't know what being in a fandom, especially a YouTube fandom, is like. These scientists are talking about boy bands and Kim Kardashian, and those are completely different from YouTube fandoms, but they're trying to complete them. I think I meant compile them as one and the same. Help me. Comment what I should tell my dad about this, or if I can comment to the study what I could say. I mean, here's my thoughts on it. I did, looking back with the fact that I literally have 3 friends at this point, maybe a few more, that I did might have used fandoms to replace human relationships. That is a possibility. And it might have been a good idea for me to read that study. Bigger celebrities, I guess I'm kind of right on that. I don't know. Cause like no matter what, like I did what the study was saying was unhealthy, and I'm still doing it to this day. I think my dad might have been right. We're far gone now. We're way too far gone. What are you gonna do? Smosh 10 post. I remember this. I have merch from the Smosh 10th anniversary. The caption again. So I hadn't started my homework by 5:30 p.m. and my mom freaked out. It's 6 and I've already finished French and language arts. All I have left is math. So she took my phone from me and I told her I needed it back for my calculator. I do, but it's not like I'm gonna get on it for Instagram and stuff. And she's like, I'm taking your iPad and phone for the next week. Take everything I own to watch Smosh on for the Smosh 10 anniversary week? I think not. Don't try me. That's very teenager of me, like don't take my devices. But like also I get my past self's pain. Like during the Smosh 10 anniversary week, that was an important week. Okay. Valid, I think. I don't know why I had to say don't try me. Like what was I gonna do to my mom? Like what was I gonna do? Like it's my mom and I'm 13 years old. A post of Anthony as a teenager when he was 12, 13. So around the age that I was when I posted this. And the caption to this one, it is related. I just went and I ranted. I will block out this person's name that I mentioned. We're gonna call this friend Kate. Okay. My friend Kate said Anthony was attractive then, referring to the picture, but doesn't like him now. She said, and I quote, he was attractive, but then what happened? It's like a dog barfed on a brown leaf, end quote. Like, Kate, WTF, he's hot AF and you know it. Why do you do this? What's wrong with you? And she's so f***ing homophobic and it's annoying. This friend is no longer homophobic. I got her into the Dan and Phil fandom a few months after this. So, like she gagged when I showed her an edited pic of Dan and Phil kissing, as well as an edit a user made containing 2 guys kissing. Like why? What is so gross and wrong about that? I was pressed, as I should have been, for the homophobia. The Anthony thing, I just didn't like opinions other than my own, because that man is fine. He set my standard in men. The comments. There's one comment, and it says, Kate sounds like a It's a picture of Anthony put into one of those things that rate your hotness. It said he was 25, which he was 28 in the photo. And it also says he was godlike, which preach to the choir. And the caption, again, when you put Anthony in one of those hot testing things and this happens, like, yep. And then I added on to it. Unpopular opinion. I think football is stupid and people overreact to it. Is that just me? I posted how I don't get why people like football on my Snapchat story. Now my friend is trying to be a female dog and tell me how she doesn't understand how people like Smosh and trying to tell me how Ian and Anthony are just being stupid as a job. Like football players aren't? IDK. I got into so many debates with people in middle and early high school about Smosh. It was mainly this one person. I have a feeling that I know who this person is. Well, there's two people that it could have been. But they both were like, eating you're stupid. And I was like, okay, and first of all, and what about it? They're still making money, aren't they? And that was always my point. I was like, well, you know what? They're doing it for a living, so mind your business. I love that I was like football as a whole. And then this person was like, Smosh sucks. That seems a little targeted. Here's a picture of Ian, finally, right? And I said, I've posted too many pics of Anthony in a row. Sorry guys, but this picture is yes. And then I added on to it. This is so random. Also, I've realized pretty much all humans of the male gender that I find attractive have either pretty bad or thick eyebrows and IDK. That's still true. Some things never change. This is a picture of me. My bangs were so bad. I posted this because I got a new Smosh shirt, which I still wear. I sleep in it now, actually. This post I particularly pointed out, not only because it is a picture of moi, but because it is how I met my best friend. My best friend's name is Lena. We met on the internet via this fan account. She commented on it and she said, rate 10 out of 10. OMG, you're so pretty. I love your glasses and your shirt and phone case too. Keep it up, girl, spelled with a U. Love you, a fellow follower, with a kiss emoji. And now we're best friends. This says 299 weeks ago. And since that day, we have been besties. This is a shout out for Lena because she asked for one. Lena, anyway, next year in March, it'll be 6 years since I met this girl because of this post. And I now cannot imagine my life without her. A day without Lena is like a year without Ray. I love this girl to death. She annoying? Yeah. But I love her and I cannot imagine my life without her. So, Lena, I love you. Thanks for commenting on my post 5 years ago. This is a Musical.ly from when I had those awful bangs that I just talked about to Welcome to the Black Parade. And peep the username at the end. Okay, this is just, it's a Snapchat of Ian and the caption says, I wish I choked on my Cheerios this morning so I didn't have to go to school. Trudging on. This is a shitty screenshot of Anthony and the caption, okay. This was also a trend. Hi everyone, my name is Meadow and I suck more at taking screenshots of things more than I suck dick. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That was true. I'm good at taking screenshots now though, so. Anthony wearing his watermelon costume, and the caption says, I can't believe he went out in public like this, with 3 question marks. I know that means I was genuinely appalled. I was genuinely upset that he went out in public like this. I was stunned. And through a bit more scrolling, I have realized that is pretty much the end of the Smosh era. I'm sure there were worse things in there that I missed. That was a trip down memory lane, and I hated all of it. If you guys want to see me do another video on the Dan and Phil portion of this fan page, let me know, and I will get right to that. But if you liked this one, give it a like. You should subscribe to maybe see that Dan and Phil one, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.